1 second. And close the window. All right, so the first journey that we have is related with the sales and marketing team. So they are responsible to create the production request, right? So we have this dashboard that is the forecast, and then we have the other ones. But for this specific journey, let's focus on the creation of the production requests. So the user will click here in Add Production Request. Then he will have this kind of form to fill in the details of the production request. The first section that we have here is like a general one, such as the name, the description, and the priority level. So this priority level will be displayed in the task boards. I'm not sure if this is working, but here we have the task board. The ever is not working. But we didn't, actually I have it here, just 1 minute here. So no, this is not the production, but you know, for this specific journey, I don't have here the screen, but I'm guessing you already know the task board screen, right?
Yes.
So it has a table with the priority level of each task. So this priority level will be displayed there in that table. Then we have the production requirements, and the user can create the requirements here or can upload a document. If he chooses to upload a document, he just needs to add here the production request. If not, if he wants to create the requirements here, he will need to add the SKUs. So here we have the dialog to add just one SKU, and for that we need to find the SKU. So what we are asking first is if he knows the SKU reference. If he does, then he just needs to select the SKU reference and then choose the artwork reference and add an internal SKU if needed. If not, if he doesn't know the SKU, then he will need to drill down into these fields to find the SKU that he wants. So once everything is filled in, he will have this table with the SKU family, so with all the artworks references that were used in the past related to this SKU specifically. Then we will have the production details. And here there's a message with their service level agreement, with the number of boxes and with the number of business days to deliver the order. And here we have a matrix with the prices. So we have the number of picks and the size of box and then the prices. And as of now, DS Smith didn't give us the values that we need to put here. But this is just informative. Then, still in the production details, we will have these fields that he can change according to the needs. And for each one, it's not all of them, but some of them have an additional price. For example, this one, if they want to select less boxes, they can see the value that they will pay for each one. So lots of these fields need to be inputted, and then the summary with the summary of the prices. Okay.
All right.
Then sorry.
Yeah. All clear.
Yeah. Okay. Then he will add the SKU. Oops. He will add the SKU, and the SKU will be displayed here. Then just some supporting documentation that he might want to add. And actually this use case has more SKUs. Okay, and then submit. submit production request. So at this point, he will be submitting this production request to the third-party contractor manager. So here we are in the production requests page with this notification saying that the production request was successfully submitted. Okay, so this is the journey. This is the journey of the sales and marketing team. Do you have any questions so far?
Just one question. So when we create this PR, the status that we are showing there, it would be the PR submitted or PR created.
This would be, we have pending action,
All
but
right.
probably the status, I'm not sure, probably it was you, right, that created a map with the status, or not?
It was Apurva, but yeah, it was a PR
Ah,
created from what I remember.
okay, PR production request created.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just quickly change that so that can be aligned with that map. But it needs to be submitted because it's not just created, right? He already submitted.
Yeah, so for submitted, when the the co-packer, when that person approves the dates, after that the status is coming as PR submitted when it goes to plant manager.
Okay, okay. Okay, we can leave as it is for now. All right, then we have the third-party contractor manager. And here, since we discussed with Yasmeet some changes on the dashboards, I created these two sections here on the index. So we have the production request journey with the different three use cases that we discussed previously. And then we have here the dashboards. So let me first show you the dashboards. So we have the task boards. That is the one that I was talking about. So here on the priority, we would have the priority level that the sales and marketing team selected in the production request. Then we have the production dashboard with all of these KPIs and charts and also some tables. So this one doesn't have any major updates. Then the forecasts, it's also a dashboard with some charts and KPIs, and here we don't have any major updates as well. Then the production master plan on the production we have the master plan schedule. And this is pretty much a table related to the orders from a brand perspective, with the production process here, for example, and with the production status. But this one doesn't have any major updates as well. Then we have the production plan. And since this is from a brand perspective, they would be able just to see. So they can't take any actions here. So I need to take off this icon because this is the drag and drop icon, right? And that's a good point. So I will need to, let me just add here a comment. Because since it's from a brand perspective, they won't be able to change anything within the production plan. They can have visibility on that, so they can see everything, but they cannot change or take any actions. So remove the icon or the drag and drop. Okay, I'll remove that. So here one thing that we changed was this date range picker, because previously we had just this part with the dates, but DSMeet wants to have like default periods to be selected easily and quickly. And this is a component that we have in the UI kit, so it should be easy to implement. But yeah, so the point here is to have these pre-default periods, but also if they want to select a specific date range, they could use the calendar. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Then the dashboard that has more updates, it's this one, the capacity planning dashboard. So this is the goal of this is to show the nano capacity in a specific period. So normally, and for Nestle, they use a production plan for 18 months. That's why here we have this 18 months capacity planning. And this is just forecast. So all of these orders are planned orders. So it's just a forecast because only the process orders, the small ones, are the ones that are already scheduled. Okay, so this is a forecast of the planned orders for them to understand what's the nano capacity, if it's okay, if it's not, and they can select a month view or a week view. Okay.
So what does the week view look like?
The week view will look like this as well. I don't have the screen, but it will be smaller because it will be, or probably not if it's week.
Yeah, because probably each month will have 4 weeks and it's going to be a lot, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. Let me confirm that. But if they want to display the total amount of weeks for the, for the 18 months, we need to have a scroll on the charts.
Okay.
But I'll confirm that with Yasmeet. Let me just put that note here. Yes, because it would be 4 weeks for 18 months. It will be a lot. Okay, I'll confirm that. But yes, the solution that we will have for that option is to have a scroll bar here in the chart. It's not the best option, but I think we can use that.
Okay.
All right. Then here in the chart, we have some hours that we need to consider. So we have the hours per status within the month. So each of these icon will have an hour, and this means that something is wrong with one planned order, which means that something is wrong with the whole month. So for this example, in August, we have overcapacity. And here this is not 5, so 3 planned orders that exceeds the available capacity. And then we describe the planned orders. This is wrong because previously I had 5, but then I changed to 3 and I forgot to change the number. But the hour in the icon should show the overall status of that month, describing what are the orders that have that bad status. Okay.
Okay.
And we can have overcapacity, or we can have the other less bad status that could be, let me just quickly check here. That could be warning or missing bill of materials, missing BOM, okay? All right, then for each planned order, we will have also an hour status that will show the status of that specific planned order with a brief description of what's going on and with a brief description of that specific planned order. So we can see that this is related to this SKU, and we have the reference of the planned order, number of boxes, and the deadline to deliver the order.
Okay. Just a small doubt I have right now. So all these colored blocks that we can say, do we need legends for the same, or just on hover we should be able to see the details?
Yes, just on hover, we will be able to see everything. Here I think we don't need the legend, because if we have the hover, we would be able to see the information related to that specific planned order. And the reason why we have these colors is because they want to understand if one planned order is produced across the year. So, for example, this one would be the same as this one, that would be the same as this one, and so on, right? So for
Right.
one specific planned order, we will have a color assigned.
Right. Okay, so for each block that will have that hover, like irrespective of it
Yes.
being like over like critical or warning, will have a hover, even if the status is okay.
No, if the status is okay, we don't have any icon, right? So we won't have hover.
Okay, so for
So for
those blocks we
example,
won't have any hover.
we will have hover for the blocks, but not for the icon, because we don't have
Yeah,
icon.
all right, understood.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then we have some recommendations here on top, and those recommendations are from a globally perspective. So we can the platform will understand the overall nano capacity and can give these kind of recommendations to the user. And the only call to action that we are having here is to contact DSMeets. Okay, because for this user journey, we didn't discuss anything. We don't know yet how the process will happen. So this is just a placeholder for DSMeet to share with their clients. But the user would be able to see a recommendation and to contact DSMeet to discuss more about what the recommendation is.
All right.
Okay. All right, then one action that the user may want to take here on the capacity planning view is to send a request to reschedule a planned order. So this one is overscheduled, and we have a note here that says, please consider rescheduling this planned order to another position within the production plan. So what the user can do is to click in that block, and it will be like this. So everything will be blurred and only the block will be highlighted. And I don't have it here within the mockup, within the prototype, but the goal was to, once I click here and this one is highlighted, this one only is highlighted, I would have like an automatic scroll to show this recommendation here.
Okay.
Okay. It's not a recommendation, sorry. It's more like a card with actions that the user may take. So here in this cards, it will be pretty much the same logic that we have in the other cards. So we will have the status of that SKU, then the description, the planned order, number of boxes and deadline, some description about what the problem is exactly, and the recommendation. So please consider rescheduling this planned order to line 4, the dates and the time. And then what the user can do is to send a request or to cancel. If he sends a request, then he will have this dialogue saying that with a brief description about what was there. And if he wants to send the request to reschedule this SKU. So he will send a request, and then request to reschedule this SKU was sent. And again, here, this is something that we didn't discuss yet. So I'm not sure what will happen after this, but only this user journey is something that they want to share with their customers, just to let them know that this is a capability that that PaaS platform will have. Okay.
Yeah, just one last thing. So, the data that we are displaying here and the recommendations and the options that we are showing, all of that would be seeded data here because nothing will be coming in dynamically, right?
No, yes, it will
Yeah,
be fixed.
okay.
Yeah. Yes,
All right
because
then.
even I believe DS Smith, so it's Fraser, it's an employee at DS Smith, and he already has a JSON file that he changes according to what they need,
Right.
and he is able to change all the labels and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, then the returning to the production request journey. So we have 3 different use cases. We have the first one, if the dates match their SLA. Okay, so if the dates match their SLA, he will receive this production request with all the. So here, let me quickly change the status. So here it will be production requests created. So he will have all the data that the sales and marketing team added previously with the production requirements. And here with the production details. And this section will be the one that he will need to pay attention to and to take some actions. Then we have the supporting documentation, the history of this production request with the activity, and some comments. And here on the comments, because, sorry, I forgot to show you, because within the sales and marketing team, once the really a quickly walk through here. So this is sales and marketing team, and they already created the production request. So here needs to be created was successfully. Sorry to jump back again to this one.
It's okay.
So here we have the status production request is successfully created, right? And we can view the production request. So this will be all the information that this user just added. And he can even edit something. And here in the comments section, he will be able to add comments and to talk with the third-party contractor manager. Okay, so sales and marketing team can talk with the third-party contractor manager through this comment section. All right.
Okay.
From
Only with the third party.
Only with the third party, exactly.
Okay.
But from a third-party contractor manager, he will be able to discuss as well with the co-packer.
Okay.
All right. Okay, because the third-party contractor manager is like in between the two other personas. So the third-party contractor manager is the one that can talk with the both sides. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so he has here the details, the production requirements, and here he can see the details of one specific SKU. So the dialogue is the same that we have for the sales and marketing team, but it's not editable. It's just in a view mode. And here on the production details, he will need to the first decision that he will need to take is if he wants to export to Nulogy. And here, so here we have Nulogy because this will be a demo to Nestle, and Nulogy is the tool that they are using. But if it's for another customer, we need to change this name. Okay, so this is just a placeholder. So, but here the point is for them to decide if they want to export the production request to Nulogy and then do everything in Nulogy. So if they would select here and then submit request, everything after this would be done within Nulogy, not in here anymore.
Okay.
But if you want to define details manually, he will be able to define all the details here and go on with this request here in the PaaS platform. So first we have the distribution center dropdown where he can select what's the distribution center. Then again, the information about their SLA, the service level agreement, and they also can check the production plan here, just in a view mode. And then we have this question asking if they agree with the production details mentioned above. So this one, these ones, the production details that are according to their service level agreements. If yes, then they will have the summary and everything is okay, and they can submit the production request. Submit, and the production request was successfully submitted. So this is one case. It's the simpler one when the dates match the SLA. If the dates don't match the SLA, so everything will be the same. The only difference here within the production details is that, so he is saying that he doesn't agree with the production details mentioned above, and he wishes to define the same production details for all the SKUs, because this is one option they have if they want to select a specific production details for all the SKUs or different details for each SKU. So in this use case, he wants to define the same production details for everything. So he will define these 4 fields for all the SKUs. Once he fills in everything, he will submit a request. And then we have here a note saying that he still needs confirmation from the distribution center to proceed with the order because he selected different dates. Submit, then was successfully submitted, the production request. The last use case, sorry, is if the user wants to define different production details per SKU. So in that point, he will have this message, define the dates related to the production of the following SKUs, and also a note saying that the distribution center will need to confirm first. And what we have is we will have this kind of list with expand and collapsed feature where they can select the dates for one specific SKU. So the logic would be the same. The only difference is that we are selecting per SKU and not per order. Okay, so submit requests. Again, the distribution center will need to confirm, submit, and then production request was submitted to the distribution center. So this is the user journey form from a third-party contractor manager. Any questions?
Yeah, just one question. So when we export to Neology, so in the regular way, when we are setting the dates manually, we are setting the status for the production request as production request submitted for the plant manager. So what should be the status when we set this export to Neology?
That's a good point.
So just one last thing also. So currently in the application, what we have done is that we have created this as exported, and anything which is marked as exported, the status marked as exported, it is not visible to the plant manager. So would that work?
It says exported to what? Sorry?
It just says exported, the status.
Just exported.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering because if we want to be more explicit on that status, like exported to Neology, then it will be hard because according to the customer, they may use different tools, and we would need to change the status. So that is not a good approach. But honestly, having just exported as status, it's a bit simple, you know. Exported, it doesn't say too much. If we could have like exported to another tool or something. Let me just think a bit about this, and I will give you an answer. Okay? Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm just adding a note here if export is to Synology. Okay, I will think about this and I will tell you something today. I will write an email with this information.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Any other comments or questions?
Just one last thing. So, when we have selected the production details as manually, so we have those SLAs, right? So I think so most of the things those are already implemented. Only for the last part, can you just clarify these? Um, we had those drop downs for individual SKUs where we were setting the dates. So, is there any a logic which has to be implemented between the dates that we are selecting here?
Between the dates that we are selecting here and which ones?
These dates, nano item delivery production start. So is there any rule that is to be implemented here?
As of now, I don't think so. In the
All right.
future, probably we need to block some days, but as of now, I think we are good. Just having a dates a normal date picker
All
without
right
any
then.
logic. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, that's all for contract manager.
Okay. So then let's go to the plants, to the plant manager. Okay, here again we have the production request journey with the 3 different use cases, and we have the production plan that was the dashboard that has more updates. So let's start with the production plan. So we have when the order, so we have 2 different use cases according to the status of each order. We have the status as overschedule, and we have the status as missing bill of material. So the first one, overschedule. I'm not sure if you already see this, if you already saw this with these colors, with the blue, the red, and the amber.
Yeah, I was there in the call
Yes.
last time.
Okay. Okay, great. Great. Okay, so let me just understand what's the interactions. Okay, so this one is with the status overschedule. So we can see here while hovering that this order has a status overschedule, and we already gave some recommendation to the user saying that is something wrong with this line that will impact the production plan, and the user should consider to move this process order. So what he will do is to click here, and they will have this reschedule option. So they will click reschedule. And then we will have this dialog saying that the process order is over schedule, and when the nano capacity will be exceeded, and if the user wants to wants to reschedule the process order automatically or manually. If he wants to do it automatically, then he will click automatically, and the platform will do everything. So the rescheduling part will happen automatically. He will go to this production plan, and he will see what was the order rescheduled manually, and with this notification here. If he wants to reschedule manually, then he will click here, and then the logic would be the same as we already have within this dashboard with the drag and drop feature. So he will have this the process order that he decided to reschedule is no longer displayed here. It's displayed here. And what he will do is he will use the drag and drop feature, and the platform will give him a recommended position. And then the process order is rescheduled, okay, with this highlights. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then the other one, when the order is with the status missing bill of material. I think I didn't add another other. Let me just confirm. Yeah, I don't think so. I need just to change. Yeah, I need to change the status here because I just copied and paste the same one, the same tooltip. But here it would be missing bill of materials. Then he would go here, reschedule. And then he will have this process order details page with some details about the process order. And here on the planning, we are giving him a notification saying that to maintain the delivery dates, he needs to consider to split the process order because there's missing or incomplete bill of materials. And you can see here more details about the SKU. So if he decided to accept, he will click here, and then the process order was split into two sub orders like this. So the first one will have the status okay. Sorry, I need to remove this ever. The first one will have the status okay, but the second one will have the status bill of materials because we were saying that the materials will arrive only on the 17th of August. And we are still around here on the 15th. That's why this one is still with missing BOM. Okay.
Yeah. So how many okay, so for the second one, the status is coming as partially split and the build of material it's missing. So can we should user should not be able to split it again, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he will have the same option to reschedule, but it will be useless because this one is already okay. But imagine this example. Imagine this use case. So this one has a bad status like I don't know, missing bill of materials as well. And checking this production plan, the user will understand that he can move this one to here. And this one that is okay, he can move it to here because he needs the space for this one. He can do that. Okay, so he can reschedule any order at any time.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So one more thing. So currently all the statuses they're coming as okay. And I was just thinking of how can we set the status as either overloaded or missing bill of materials.
Sorry, can you say that again, please?
Yeah, so currently by default all the statuses they're coming as okay for all of the planned orders. So I was just thinking about how do we set these individuals planned orders as either overloaded or missing build of material. That's all.
Okay, so a planned order is different from a process order, right? Because a planned order is pretty much a forecast. So here in the production plan, we don't have any planned orders. That's why the status is different. And then once we create a process order related to a planned order, then the status of that process order will be one specific status. But let me just show you here the process order details. So we have this is related to the one that was missing, the status was missing bill of material, and we split it the order. So we will have a status for the process order that is partially split. And then we will have another status for the sub orders that were created. And also we will have another status for the planned order that is related to this, for this planned order, where the process order belongs to. I know this is a bit confusing, but does this make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Okay, and did I answer your question? Probably not.
Yeah, that's a little functional. I'll get back to it, or like maybe with Tapesh or someone else.
Okay, okay. Yes, because we need to have different status for the planned order, for the process order, and even for this sub process order.
Right.
Okay. All right. Any other questions here?
No.
I think that's pretty much it.
So, also we have different journey for the production request when the SLA is different, right?
Yes.
For plant manager as well.
Yes,
So, are
yes,
there
of
any changes
course.
there as well?
Of course, let me show you those ones. So if the dates are the same, then he will have this notification saying the dates are according to their SLA, and he can do the assessments. Here he will have this assessment page where he can see the availability that he has, the plant manager, right? And he can approve everything or just the SKUs that he wants. But let's say that he will approve everything. SKUs were successfully approved. Then submit assessment. And after submitting this assessment, the plant manager will no longer make changes. And at this point, then on the brand side, the third-party contractor manager will be able to create the process orders. Will be able to create the planned order for this production request. Okay.
Yeah.
Then if the dates don't match the SLA and if the third-party contractor manager defined one specific date and time, one specific production details for all the SKUs, then this is what he will see. And he will need to do the assessment as well. And here we are saying that the dates are not according to the service level agreement from the client. He will do the assessment, and here he will be able to understand the availability according to the different SKUs that the third-party contractor manager asked for. So for example, this one, we can see that this is not, we won't have availability for this one. So he deselected this one and selected only the other ones. And what he will see is he will approve only the ones that have availability, and not the one that doesn't have. Okay. Let me just check here. So he will approve these ones. So SKUs were successfully approved, and here we can see that these ones have the assessment as approved. And then he will, for the one that he doesn't have availability, he will propose a new date. So here he will have this dialog to propose a new date for that specific SKU. And here actually I was trying to create, I still don't know how I will create this, but we need to share with the user what are the better dates. So somehow recommend or give some recommendations to the user about what should be the new dates. Okay. But I'm still trying to understand how we will design this. But I will add these notes to the email that I will send you. Okay.
Sure.
All right. So submit. Then submit assessment, submit, and then the third-party contractor manager would be able to check everything. Then the last use case, if the contractor manager selected different dates per SKU. So what he will have is this view, the same that we had for the brand perspective, and then he will do an assessment and the logic would be the same. So for each one, he would be able to accept or to approve or to propose a new date. Okay. And then once approve, okay, the other one needs to be propose new date, submit, and then once he submits the assessment, he will be able to view the assessment after. So here, view assessment. And at this point, since he already submitted the assessment to the contractor manager, the plant manager can no longer approve or propose new dates for these SKUs because he already sent to the brand previously.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. So I don't have any doubt in this. I'll just jump back to the production plan. There is one more option in the three dots, that is stop production. Do we need any functionality for it?
No, we don't. On the
Okay.
view details, sorry, on the view details, we can use this screen that I show you with the
Yeah,
process
right.
order details, right?
Right.
But not on the other one. So on this one, stop production is just a placeholder.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's pretty much it. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach me.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sophia.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.